In this video, we're going to be looking at the different types of calls to action and how to attach them to your videos. Starting inside the Dubb dashboard, we're going to click on Assets and then click on Calls to Action. Here's where you're going to see your Dubb call to action library. Now, in order to create a new call to action, you'll need to click on the blue plus button at the top right. Then you'll need to complete the fields that are going to be on this page. First, just give the call to action an internal name for you or your team's reference. We recommend who it's for and what that button does. Only the recipients of your videos will not see the name of the call to action. Only yourself and team members will see the name. The owner of the action will determine who sees this action in their library by default. The owner will be the person creating the call to action. Now, there are several different types of calls to action, so let's take a look at what they are from the list. The first type here is calendar. Your calendar CTA allows you to directly embed your calendar below your Dubb video pages to create seamless bookings. There are several calendar choices already here for your selection because whatever your calendar type is, there may already be a pre-selected option here for your calendar. You'll notice that the first half of the URL is already there for the pre-selected options, so all you have to do is place your second half of your account link into the username. If you have some type that is not here, we would just tell you to select Other and use your calendar booking link there, and it will embed just the same way below on your video pages. Chat selection is where you can create conversations with your recipients through the messaging application of your choice. The way this works is that when someone clicks on that call to action button, it will open up these messenger applications on their device, such as WhatsApp, Messenger, with your username there in the recipient field. This one click opens up a conversation with your username designated there based on the platform that you have selected. Document selection is a PDF or Word doc or other document type you want to upload. The only thing here to be specific about is the document title. It can only contain letters, numbers, and dashes, no spaces or other characters, so when you're typing it in, you'll need to make sure there are no spaces. There can't be any other characters, only letters, numbers, and dashes. So if you do get a space in there, it won't work. Now, there is a document type like PDF or other documents that when someone clicks on that call to action button, it's going to automatically download that document to their computer. The email selection is just a button that will open up their default email application with your email in the recipient field. Just be aware, not everyone has a default email application hooked up on their desktop. So when they click your email button, it may try to open up their application to connect a default email. We usually recommend leaving the email in the video signature line instead of creating a button for it. Form selection is where you can create a form on Dubb that will allow users to submit their first name, last name, any information that you want to collect, and we actually have a separate training on how to create forms on Dubb. Once the form is created, you would connect the form to your video as a call to action button. That is the form type CTA. You can also use external forms created in external platforms. As long as it has a URL, you can embed that form directly on your Dubb video page the same way you would embed a Dubb form or the way a calendar is embedded on your video landing page. The payment CTA allows you to collect payment through a call to action. You would connect your PayPal account in your settings. Phone number selection allows recipients to place a phone call or a text message directly from their device. Now, when the recipient receives this video and clicks that button on their mobile device, it will open up their default text message application or their default dialing application, depending on the type you've selected. If it's a phone call, it'll open up their dial pad with the phone number that you've listed here, and all they have to do is click the dial button. SMS will be the same thing. They'll just click on the SMS button. Then it'll open up their default text message application with their phone number, and all I have to do is type the text message and send. Please note that the phone call and SMS CTAs will not show up on desktop. The functionality just won't work. Most people can't place calls or SMS from their desktop, so those buttons will be automatically hidden on desktop, but those buttons will be automatically visible on mobile. Product selection is where you can place a URL to a given product. And if you have an image of that product or associated with that product, it will display above the call to action button on your landing page preset. Website link is any external URL. Anytime you'd like to redirect to another link, including video pages or websites or any other @URL, you would use website link and place the URL there. And when they click the button, it will either take them to a new tab or have them refresh in the same window, taking over the video page with the website link there that you've designated. Video reply is the option to give someone the ability to reply with a video. They don't have to download or sign up or install anything. They just click one button and it will allow them to send you a video response. Great use case? Video testimonials. Embed web page is an option that allows you to completely embed an external page below your Dubb video, the same way a calendar is embedded below the video. You can also embed an entire web page, so if you have a website or a landing page, you may be able to embed it directly below your videos as well. The last one here is the webinar option, where you can directly embed your webinar registration forms below your Dubb videos so that people can register right from your video pages for your webinars. Those are the different types of calls to action, and now there's a few more fields here that we'll need to discuss once you've provided the type of call to action. And you provided the value, whether it's the link or the phone number, depending on the type of CTA that you're choosing. The next option here is going to be the button text. So this is the text that actually shows up on the button itself. You can control the text by choosing one of the pre-populated options, or you can have a completely custom text. Just be aware there is a certain character limit, so the buttons can't be very long. 30 or something characters is the character limit. In order to control the color of the button and the color, this would be done on the video edit page or as part of your preset. And we have a whole separate training on presets where you can learn how to control the colors. Here finally is description. The description of the call to action will show next to the call to action itself, but only if there is a single call to action. If there is more than one call to action, those descriptions will not show. Finally, you have your sharing options. You have the option to either share this call to action with just yourself, meaning that you are just the owner of the call to action. If that's the case, only the owner will see this call to action. You also have the ability to share it with your entire team, so everyone on that team will see this call to action in their library, or you can share it with a specific group you've created. And we actually have a separate training on how to create groups. Finally, I want to mention some specific things, such as you cannot have SMS or phone call CTAs showing on desktops. They only show on mobile, as I mentioned earlier. You're also limited to a certain number of embedded features as well, so if you have a calendar embed, you will not also be able to embed a form or an external web page. You can only have one embedded asset at one time. So if you needed something to link to another calendar, or you wanted to create a website link, you're going to have to do that with a CTA. See you at the next video.